The starting points of both teams. In terms of tank lineup, it's pretty straightforward here. 5 AU tanks, tier 8 heavy tanks on each side, and 2 T1s.
Yeah. Right, it looks like both teams kind of want a similar strategy. Usually if you go with the heavy tanks, you want to have a city push. You kind of want to have close quarter combat. You kind of want to hide behind those buildings and tank the enemy damage.
Absolutely, and now taking a look at the NightEagles vantage point, right now N60 as a matter of fact.
Yep. It looks like
yeah, starting on the north side for clarification, while CIV1st is coming up from the south.
Yep. And the NightEagles team actually is just camping that city area. They're actually they're expecting a push from the CIV team. However, the CIV team is actually not going for the city push, and they're actually going.
No, they're just like committing like their 5 heavy tanks, like 3 on the city edge and 2 on the field out there. Now the scout has been spotted on the CIV1st side.
Yep. And
the scout, the only actually that T1, that lone tank in the city area, while all the other heavy tanks and the remaining scout have been like committed to the city edge and the field to the east. Well, right now, as a matter of fact, when you take a look at the NightEagles side, they've got all their tanks, basically. All their heavy tanks are committed to the city, while their scouts are out there on the field. So, yeah, both sides leaving themselves open to a flanking maneuver right now. Although, the heavy tanks from the CIV1st side have been spotted.
Coming out from the captain, CK, SBB, taking out that tier 1 scout. So the CIV team will have a little bit less vision, but it looks like they're just going to full on push right here.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, the CIV1st team have been spotted on the city edge, so now they're converging within the city, but they have been spotted. The response will be swift from the NightEagles. They're actually committing like 3 tanks down there in the middle, while sending the 2 other heavy tanks like to the city edge. So they're going for a surrounding maneuver here.
Yep, definitely.
Now, a scout that has been taken out right now on the field on the NightEagles side, and now, yeah, of course, the city battle has begun.
Yep, and some nice damage coming out from the NightEagles side. They did take 2 tanks down to about 70% and take another tank down.
Yeah, well, they're
almost taking them down.
Yeah, they're actually completely surrounded at this point because, yeah, we've got 3 heavy tanks on the NightEagles side that is blocking the inner city area, while the 2 other tanks are actually on the city edge.
When the first tier 8 tank goes down.
Yeah, exactly. So the CIV1st team pretty much cornered out there. So, yeah, losing that, losing 2 IS3s, as a matter of fact. They're definitely under the gun as we speak right now, and it's not looking good for them at all.
Yeah, the CIV1st team actually lost 2 IS3, so that's not looking too good, whereas the opposing team, the NightEagles, haven't lost a single tier 8 yet, so they're looking pretty strong right now.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, right now they're like, they're 16 tier points up, so all they got to do is camp, and no big surprise, they're actually retreating at this point. Because they know all they got to do is now defend their base, and they're solid.
Yep, exactly. If this does go to the draw, then the NightEagle team will have the victory, because they do have a more than 8 tier point advantage.
They've got 16 right now, so why take the risk? I'd do exactly the same thing if I were them at this point. They've got so much more firepower right now. So yeah, now taking a look at the CIV1st perspective, and well, not many options out there if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. But the CIV1st team have to make a move, because if they just sit there, they're going to lose 100%.
Well,
so eventually,
I mean, they're just pretty much going to crash against the wall if you ask me. It was a pretty bold move going through that city edge, but unfortunately for them, they were spotted way too quickly, and yeah, the NightEagles response was very, very good. Yeah, just dividing their heavy tank forces, 3 to the inner city and 2 on the city edge to surround their opponents, and the result being, of course, those 2 IS3s that were taken out on the CIV side.
Yep, exactly. And
so right now, yes, the CIV1st team trying to regroup, and well, you know, they've got no other option but going for a push, but
yeah, I don't know what they can do.
It's pretty much hopeless if you ask me. Unless something really miraculous happens, I don't see those 3 remaining tier 8 tanks, 1 AMX, 1 IS3, and 1 T32 doing much against the firepower of the NightEagles right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like in these small skirmishes, the NightEagles have the advantage. Even in the last map we saw, you know, in those tight situations, NightEagles have a slightly better have slightly better teamwork plus tank control. So
yeah,
I
indeed.
feel like,
And right now on that skirmish that we've seen actually on the inner city side, where the CIV1st lost their two IS3s, execution-wise, definitely was on the NightEagles side. I mean, they use cover to
full
perfect, like, yeah, advantage as well. They were just hiding in between those buildings, like at the street corner, and also taking advantage, like taking your friendly tank as cover as well. So providing additional firepower on that side. And of course there was this flanking maneuver coming from the city edge as well. So completely surrounded, outgunned, without cover. Well, obviously the CIV1st completely outgunned on that front, but once again I think that was mainly because they were spotted a little too quickly.
Yeah,
and
right
right
like they're
now
going for a push now.
They're going for the push, but once again they're not coming up from an advantageous like position right now. They're just walking into
yeah, so this small
they're
little
walking into
wall.
a trap. Like, yeah, right now it's just once again that small wee wall doing wonders.
Oh, the nice shot coming out from the NightEagles side, taking that
N60 actually doing plenty of damage. He actually took out half of the hit points from the tier 8 tank.
Yep.
So, and again, a brilliant shot here. So, once again, using the building cover to full advantage. And of course, the third tank now coming up, steam rolling in. And there you go. That's pretty much going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything the Civ team can do. They're totally outgunned.
Coming in, that's going to be it. Player Apori, the captain, completely surrounded. It's almost a sad sight to witness. While the lone remaining tier 8...
so it looks like they're going for a cheeky backdoor base
but
capture.
It's just absolutely not going to work out. It's just, okay, they took out the last remaining T1, but it's just not going to be enough.
Yeah, so looks like the NightEagle team is gonna, respond to this base capture.
Well, I mean, all they gotta do is just like roll out. They got like 5 tier 8 heavy tanks like steamrolling out, and so yeah, that scout was taken out, and obviously that lone remaining AMX 50, DB a star. It's not gonna last that long, and yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do. It looks like the second game will also go to the NightEagles. Great play coming out. Textbook execution. Brilliant play.
And Starman, that's pretty much
running for his life
dead
now.
here.
Running for his life.
There you go.